What's up, everybody? Today, we're going to play a game. And I know a lot of you out there, you like to play games. I think you're going to love this one. So it's called Give 10, Take 10. Before we jump into this game, let me kind of break it down for you. This is going to be involving your health. So think of a coin. On one side of the coin, you're going to take action. You're going to just no matter what it takes, you're going to change your health situation now. Okay, you're going to take action. Now, on the other side of the coin, you're not going to take any action. And that's where you've been for months, for years. You think about making the change, but you don't follow it up with any action. So the give 10, take 10 works like this, okay? So I got my art skills here. So give 10, all right? Take 10. So there's 365 days in a year, which we know. And I'm not going to do too much writing, but I really want to just outline this for you. So if you're going to take action on your health, one would assume that you're making an investment. Sure, there's a cost, okay? But there's also a return on investment. So imagine this. You start today. Tomorrow you're going to be in maybe this much of a better situation than you were the day before. And imagine stacking bricks like this over the course of the year. But what I want you to do is I want you to envision this from a monetary standpoint. Because a lot of you out there, you attach everything to money. I get it. I do it. But watch this. Every day for a year, if you optimize your health, so on that side of the coin, you're taking the action. Every day, you're going to put $10 in a jar or in a bucket, wherever you want to put it. Put it in a folder. Now, obviously, simple math, if you did that for 365 days a year, simple math tells us, and watch this, guys, 3650. So my question to you, and it's a rhetorical one. If every day starting from now until 1 year from now, you made the change in terms of you took action, you're wanting to improve your health, and it's a process, right? Could we assume that your value would be at least $3,650 more than from the time you started? I think so. Because what we need to understand about health is it's not just physical. There's mental, there's social, there's spiritual. And it's not just our health, it's our loved ones as well. So it's an investment. Could we assume, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, could we assume that from this day forward for a year, your value would be increased by at least $3,650 after a year of optimizing your health? Would you have more money in your bank account? Could you get a job? Could you get a new job? Could you get a promotion? Could your relationship be better? Could you look better? Could you feel? Obviously, these are all yes answers. But watch this now. Let's pretend on the other side of the coin, you don't take any action. And this is specifically what this game's all about right here. Because a lot of you put a price tag on your health. It sounds great. It looks great. Oh, but it costs something. And that's your excuse as to why you're not jumping in when in reality it has nothing to do with money. But let's make it about money. Imagine today, you're just going to stay exactly where you're at. And for a year, you're going to stay in that same spot. Watch this. You're going to take a $10 bill and you're going to subtract it out of your bank account. So obviously, the same situation is going to happen, but you're going to be on the negative side. So my question to you is this, and it's the same question I asked if you took action in trying to optimize your health. If you stayed where you're at today and for a year going forward, you made the decision, You're just going to do what you've always done, and that's not take action. You'll think about it in the morning. Your conscience will tell you all day, every day. Maybe your loved ones are even telling you, but you just want to remain in your comfort. Could we assume that your value, okay, because you need to put a price tag on your value, because it's not just about you, it's about everyone around you. Could we assume that a year from now, if nothing changed, you'd be $3,650 less of value? Could we assume that your health maybe went down physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? Mentally? Your relationship maybe didn't change? And see, a lot of you are saying, well, a year from now, maybe nothing changes. What's the price tag on that? Are you willing to just throw a year away? See, that's why I'm putting that's why I'm putting value on this. Because a lot of you don't look at the cost of not making the change. And that's the big problem in society. I think it's an epidemic. I could call it a pandemic. I really could. Right? But because so many people don't prioritize their health. And the only time really they prioritize it is when it gets taken from them. Nothing changes. So you need to start looking at your health this way. If you make a change, there's a cost. But what's the investment? You can't sit here and tell me if you made a change for a year and you busted your butt and your systems and routines are different, your habits are all of a sudden working for you, you're making less decisions, there's less stress because you're active every day, you're eating the right food for energy. I could keep going. You can't tell me for a year if you did that consistently that your value wouldn't be at least $10 more per day. That's on the low end. But you also can't argue with me that if nothing changed, even if it remained the same from now to a year, you just wasted a year. What's the price tag on that? What's the cost on that? See, you don't see it because you're not paying. You're not actually handing money over. But here's the thing. In essence, you are, and you're giving up way more than what we're putting out here. So this is how you need to start looking at your health. A different lens. Yes, it is an investment. What's the return when you decide to take action? But also, what is the depreciation of you when you don't make a change, when you don't take action? If we start looking at it like this, I think a lot more people will really start waking up and understanding just how important this health thing is. Okay? So the next time you spend money on a cup of coffee, the next time you go out and you eat whatever you want, the next time you go do some form of entertainment, that's great. But if you're going to sit here and tell me in the world that you don't have money for your health, come on. And see, this game, it ends like this. It has nothing to do with money. The reason why a lot of you stay where you're at year after year, it's not money, it's not time, it's fear. Because of the unknown, because you've never done it before, you don't think you can follow through with the commitment. That's the bigger problem. And there's a bigger price tag on that in itself. You will not grow, you will not level up, you will not do the things that you want to be doing in the big picture of your life. If that is your depiction of you and your value. You want to get to the point where your priority is your health and that at whatever cost, you're all in. Because again, if you look at it from that lens, the value from now to a year, it's going to be way more substantial than $3,650, $10 a day. But start putting a price tag on you waiting. Because a lot of you don't see it. I do, because I used to be there. You're losing time. And in reality, you need to make it an asset instead of a liability. Start putting a price tag on your health. My hope is that this perspective shift, this lens change, will help you take the next step, will help you believe in yourself. What's the worst thing that could happen if today you made a change, you took action, you said, I want to be a lot more healthy. I want to be healthier in all facets of my life. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're out X dollars. What's the return on investment? Hopefully you guys felt that this was, I guess, important to you. Hopefully you felt that this was of value. Again, hit me up on Instagram. If you got any questions, shoot them my way. Enjoy your day, guys.